All right, so this is part 3 of the tutorial for setting up your class for teachers. And this is my dashboard again, my drawing. I'm going to go to my classes, from classes, grade 7 classes. I'm going to just go to designs to see what my classes have done, or my whole class done. Wow, only Jamie Jones has done anything. Well, Jamie Jones is apparently done. He wants to do a box. So what we do is we're going to go to Tinker this, and we're actually going to get this file now over to the 3D printer. My suggestion at the beginning is you do all the setting up of the 3D printer software and slicing software just until kids get familiar with it. If you don't trust kids, definitely do this because otherwise you could end up with a real mess. So here's my file. That's the workspace, and we'll talk about setting up software a little later. And basically what we do is we go to export. From export, we're going to go to .stl, which is called a stereolithography file. And I'm just going to use this one and hit STL, and it downloads, and basically just downloads to your download folder, right? And it's just called box.stl. I'm going to switch over to my Ultimaker Cura, right? And Cura is a slicing software. You can't just press print on images. You got to set things up. So in here then, I just go to open, and from open, I grab my box, and you can see some of the other stuff I've been doing, which isn't really much, but there we go. We hit open, and there's my box. Okay. From here now, right, I can click on the box. There's different things. I can move the box forward, around, wherever I want to move it, right? In this case, if I really wanted to, there's not much to rotate, but I could rotate it if I really wanted to, kind of put it on a 45. But as we get more advanced things, you can draw different things. And I'm holding the right mouse button down to rotate through. I'm scrolling in and out once again to move it around. If I hold the scroll button down, I can actually lift it up. So I can kind of get a view. So I'm actually going to look underneath. See the color there? It means it's flat on the surface. I don't have to deal with anything like that. And basically from there, right, click on the box again. I can do different things here. I can copy it, make patterns. There's lay flat if it wasn't flat. So if I had it kind of like this and I wanted to lay flat then, right, it just automatically lays flat. So different things you can do in here, right? Now, the last part is the software. So I've already set this up to monopress select mini. I'm not going to do this in this video. I'll do it in another video. And over here, there are a bunch of different settings. And the problem is this gets confusing. So what I like to do at the beginning is say, we are just doing basic. Expert shows you a whole whack of different settings that really, really messes you up. So we're just going to go to these 3 little lines and go to basic and hide stuff. So in here, pretty straightforward. Layer height is basically each layer of the 3D print software when it gets put down, how thick it is. Right, so it's coming up at 0.175 millimeters per layer. Wall thickness is about 1 millimeter, right? Wall line count, how many times around it goes for the wall. Top bottom thickness, it gives you the size here. Try not to change anything right now. We're just doing some testing stuff. And this could be the defaults. It could be my own settings right now, right? The only other one is infill. So infill is how much material goes inside it. So what I like to do is leave it quite low for printing. And I'm just going to show you something. Basically, I'm just not going to change anything here, okay? We got it set up. We know it works. If I close this off, I hit slice, right? This one's going to take 29 minutes. So here's this box, not very big, right? I think it was 20 millimeters by 20 millimeters. And actually, let's just go back and see this. So if we go back here and click on it, right? And I click on the corner, yep, it's 20 by 20. And by height-wise, if I click this way, by 20, right? So 20 millimeter by 20 millimeter cube. And it's taken 30 minutes to do this. This is the one thing you got to realize with your classes. So if I go and change the fill, right? So right now it's 20% fill. If I go change that fill and I put 100%, basically so it's a solid mass, right? I'll just go 90%. What's it going to do? Yeah, for whatever reason I did that. Okay, and I close this off and I hit slice again. Now I'm sitting at 56 minutes, right? So you're almost double the time because you're filling more material into it. And there's no need for that. So there's a real, give and take here as to what the object's for and how much fill you do, right? So be prepared for that. Finally, down here, if you have a disk in right away, like your little SD card, this will say save to SD card. In this case, it just says save to disk. And I would click on it. It would save to the SD card, or it saves you to the disk where you can then put it onto an SD card. And that's basically it. So it's been sliced. It's going to take 56 minutes because it's 99% infill. And it tells you that you got 9 grams of material that you're going to use, and it's 3 meters of material you're going to use. Right? And I'm going to stop there, but that's basically how to get from TinkerCAD to your 3D slicing software and out to be able to print. That's it.